Hi, this is Jack Daly, and this presentation is all about an exciting announcement, and that is I have launched the Sales Manager Forum. Now, a little bit of backdrop. When I'm visiting with business owners, entrepreneurs, and CEOs, and I get in touch with them, and their request is pretty much the same from person to person, and that is they want to grow the company. And they're contacting me to help them grow the company, whether that's by virtue of reading my book, Hyper Sales Growth, or hearing of me in the marketplace, or seeing me in some different form as a speaker. But the whole thing is, hey, help me grow my company. So I want to understand what that means. And they look at me a little bit dumbfounded, but basically say, I want to grow my revenues. Well, if you want to grow your revenues, what you're also saying is, you want to grow your sales. Well, in most businesses, the answer to that is that if you want to grow your revenues, if you want to grow your sales salespeople in quantity and quality. And if you grow your salespeople in quantity and quality, they in turn will grow your sales. You know, when I'm in front of a live audience, what I say is this. I started selling many, many decades ago, and I know over the years I fine-tuned myself into being one damn good salesperson. But no matter how good I am, I'm limited by the hours of the day. But if I could hire 5 people and teach them what I know, eventually those 5 people would outperform me. And then what if it were instead of 5 people, there were 10, and instead of 10, 20, and then go to the ultimate. My largest sales force that I had was 2,600 salespeople. Well, the fact that I'm the #1 salesperson out of 2,600 really doesn't impact the company. I could leave the company as the #1 salesperson, and there wouldn't be a ripple pretty much in a company with 2,600. But too often, too many companies are stuck, and they're stuck because they have a much smaller sales force, and their #1, 2, or 3 salesperson, if they were to leave, the company would suffer dramatically. And I, as a CEO, entrepreneur, owner, never wanted to be in that position. So the most important position in the company when it comes to growing the company, when it comes to growing the revenues, that most important position in the company is the sales manager position. Well, when I started to listen to my public in the last year, I kept hearing the question over and over again, and that is, there's a lot of opportunities for business owners and CEOs and entrepreneurs to get together. And what they're basically saying is this. There's organizations like Vistage. There's organizations like YPO, the Young Presidents Organization, Entrepreneurs Organization, EO, CEO Global, and these organizations will get into groups of 12 to 15 to 20, a lot of times a forum group of 8 to 10 people, and no one will be from the same industry. They'll all be a similar position, whether they're a business owner or an entrepreneur, a CEO, and they'll meet on a regular basis and brainstorm their business. And in effect, de facto, you've got a built-in outsider board of directors, if you will, and asking you the tough questions, challenging you, taking you to another level, but also helping you in terms of, hey, I've already been there, I've already done that, I've encountered this, or networking with, there's a great resource over here, a great resource over there. I can tell you, having been a member of one of those organizations for 5 years, the amount of revenue opportunities that were helped to be identified by my peer group, the amount of cost savings or a halt to an idea that I was thinking about implementing, the expenses or costs that I didn't incur, or the expenses that I saved, or the revenues that I generated, have made the money that I spent to be a member of those groups entirely insignificant. And in fact, the return on investment in terms of time was tremendous. Well, here's the thing. Where do we go for sales managers? The most important position in the company when it comes to growing the company is that sales manager position. I'm looking out in the marketplace, and there's nothing like that for sales managers until today, and that is our Sales Manager Forum. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you through in just a summary fashion what we've got in mind here. We're launching our first group, and that group will be meeting in 2-day sessions 3 times a year. And the maximum that we'll have that group be is 20 people. And the intention is that we'll be representing 20 different industries, so there's no conflicts with confidentiality and openness. And our goal is no more than one person from a company, so that we end up having lots of different thinking and lots of different experience sitting at the table. Our schedule for this year is our first 2-day session will be on the 29th and 30th of June. We'll also be meeting on the 30th and 31st of August, and then November 30th and December 1st. All of those sessions will be in Orange County, California, and I, Jack Daly, will be the facilitator of the group. And I want to underscore the word facilitator. Of course, the access to me and my experience will be prevalent in the session, but different than what form I typically take as the keynote speaker or the speaker at a session or putting on half-day and full-day training sessions. That's not what my role is here. My role is to bring together these 20 people on an ongoing basis and elevate their game and elevate the success of their companies. And so I will be a provocateur. I will be a facilitator. I will bring order and structure to the sessions. I will make sure that I make it educational as well as make it fun, and have each person walking away from every one of our 2-day sessions with something that said, I haven't spent any 2 days as good as those 2 days. I can't wait for the next session to begin. That's what my role is. Throughout the year, what we envision is a lot of interaction amongst the 20 members, where all of their contact information will be given to each other, and we expect relationships to be built and a lot of trading of good ideas to go on throughout the year, not just during those 2-day sessions. I will also be providing direct email access to myself on an ongoing throughout the year basis with prioritization to those people. In addition to that, we will be scheduling a 1-hour phone check-in amongst all of the members of the group so that we can talk about the opportunities and the challenges that each are having and see if we can give direction there. And then as well, in our recently introduced Hyper Sales Group membership, which is a club that people are investing in to get ongoing access to all of my online materials, we are providing a complimentary membership to the Hyper Sales Group membership club. The way that you get into this is by application and qualification. The best advice that we have is to contact Jennifer, who is my business manager, at jennifer@jackdaly.net, or simply call 888-298-6868, and she will field your call and take you through any of the questions that you might have at this stage. I can tell you that when I look at the investment of $15,000 per year, on first blush, it can be viewed as, wow, that's a significant number. I look at it and there's no expense there. It's rather an investment, and what we ought to be focused on is the return on investment. And when I think about what I know, my experience has been as a member of a peer group, and what returns in revenue growth and expense reduction, the time and money that was invested was insignificant compared to the upside. And so here's the message that I would really conclude this message with. It's silly to not invest in this key role of sales management, which will deliver a significant return on both the top line and bottom line of our companies. And so again, I encourage you to seek more detail if necessary, or better yet, to just sign up, because we've already got people in the seats. We're looking to fill a few more. The key is Jennifer@jackdaly.net, or simply calling 888-298-6868. I hope to see somebody from your company or you at our first meeting here in Orange County on the 29th of June. Thanks for being with me, and make it a great day.